to be educated, but I'm so frustrated. Hello to my loneliness. I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems. I like to be away in my patience. Stay up, I feel so outdated. How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray. What would happen if I took a chance? It's always hard at first glance. I don't wanna, but I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow, I think I'll chew it. I wish I knew how much I miss not knowing that we're all screwed when we play our roles and ignore the problems.
Welcome to the Common Dognominator, featuring Trevor of Fit Bully TV and Gerald of All World Doberman Club, the largest canine podcast collaboration ever. Richard of La Fundación Canine. Also featuring Joe of NWA Connie Corsos. This episode is brought to you by Fit Bully TV and the Foundation Raw.
Let's go. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. As soon as you come in, hit the like button. Let me get some fire emojis, please. Some fire emojis, please. What's up, fellas? What's going on?
Yo.
Welcome back. I'm glad to see y'all, brothers, man.
Likewise.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir.
Energy feels good. It feels good.
Man, hey, let's be honest with the audience. Last time we was tired as shit.
It feels good because Rich just got through eating some goddamn food.
I'll tell you, bro.
Hey, brothers on a mission.
Man, for
Shit,
real.
Trev,
bro.
you was traveling all day that day last time, right?
Yeah, I mean, even now, I mean, I've been in Texas. I've probably driven 150 miles just today.
Yeah.
You better have a Prius. Not a track car, but a Prius.
I thought somebody need to make Prius SUVs, nigga.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hey guys, we're gonna spin the block right quick with a quick introduction. I'm Joe of NWA Connie Corsos. I do a podcast on YouTube. I'm in Arkansas. Trevor.
Yeah, Fit Bully Kennels, man. Y'all here, y'all know Fit Bully TV, man. Fit Bully TV.
My brother Richard.
Richard DeBerry, La Fundación K9, where we tell you to get you a presser. Also the owner of the Foundation Raw, where we tell you give it to him raw.
Big OG.
That is so rich. That can mean a lot of things, goddamn it.
Yeah, no Diddy, baby, no Diddy.
Yeah, you gotta be careful.
No Diddy.
Gerald Antoine of All World Doberman Club, also known as European Doberman Stud. That's what I give it to him. A stud service. Oh,
that's what's up. All right, everybody, hit that doggone like button. If you want to see more of this, you're gonna have to prove it to us. Hit that like button, share it. Let's go. All right, the subject for tonight is what to look for in a good breeder. So we're just gonna kind of start with you, Jura. What are some the top things you look for in a great breeder?
That's a good question because I'm like Rich. I'm a little bougie and shit a little bit, so I go out of the country to get my shit. But to me, what's important for me because I do a lot of importing is the communication.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking send you an email and then wire $1,000 deposit euro, and you fall off the map for 3 or 4 days. And I'm using WhatsApp and emails and Facebook. So communication to me is paramount, right? Because now I know that we're engaged with a communication. But what I look for in a good breeder, man, is being open and honest about the health test, and also the pedigree. Don't try to fucking force down the male stud only. I want to see the mama too.
Yeah.
And that's important. I focus more on the mom than the sire because a lot of the DNA is coming from the bitch. It is what it is.
Right.
So I try to, and I'm a big advocate of line breeding. If you're trying to look for a certain trait, I love dark markings, high prey drive, thick bone structure, nice top line, bottom line. So those are the things I look for in a good breeder, that they're open with the books, in regards to what it is, whatever price it is, stick to it. Don't fucking tell me 3 days before it's shipping, oh, we got to drive 500 miles to Hungary. And now that's fuck all that. Give me the price. Give my customer broker to deal with the bullshit. So, just communication really circumferences everything, man.
That's what's up. Rich, what's your thoughts on that?
This is a very good question. For me, I take a very strategic approach. I'm watching the breeder for a while to see what type of action he's actually doing versus what he says on social media. Because you got a lot of people that talk like they're breed experts and they talk like they have the best dogs in the world, but their dogs have no titles. They don't help test their dogs. And I'm looking at the facility, how their kennels look, how they're taking care of their dogs. So action is something that's really important to me. Them understanding the breed and not trying to recreate outside the breed standards. So somebody's actually breeding the breed standards. Health testing is huge for me, especially in my breed, because you don't see a lot of people doing actual pin hip testing. They find cheaper ways to kind of do some testing to kind of say they're testing. But I like people that are extremists when it comes to health testing the dogs. So action, accountability as far as health testing the dog, understanding the pedigrees, communication, to Gerald's point, is very key because I deal with a lot of people in other countries. So communication back and forth has to be something that's solid, and a good reputation. So these are things that matter to me. The reputation is important based on the action. The reputation, what I mean is, do you have dogs with titles? Which ones they are? Who owns your dogs? What are they doing with them? What type of people are you selling your dogs to? So I pay attention to those type of things.
That's what's up. Trevor, this is a good question for you. Before we started, we was talking about how people like to mimic your pages and try to scam off your name.
Oh, no. Mimic would mean to imitate, emulate. They're not mimicking a fucking thing, to be clear. Them motherfuckers are straight up stealing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like mimic would mean they would be impersonating me. These motherfuckers are taking videos, and the dude literally said, I'm just using him to build my page. Motherfucker, if you use me to build your page, it's my page, nigga.
Give me the code.
Following me, they following you because they think it's me.
Yes.
So I would tell you this, people. I bought a dog named Zara from a guy, and I told him, I said, you know what you're doing. Dude's sister was like, yo, you should have kept Zara. He was like, yo, it don't work. That nigga knows what he's doing. A lot of people get into breeding with the hope that it works, and they have no idea about fucking dogs. So in my case, when you give me a dog, if you give us the same dog, two things are gonna happen. You're gonna fail and I'm gonna win. and everybody's gonna want this dog and not your dog. They're like, well, they're the same dog. I know how to bring the dog out of a dog. So sometimes when we're looking at breeders, unfortunately, they have no clue what they're doing. I needed something with a little bit more of a terrier approach because I love the intelligence and the drive, and I can build around that if we were going hardcore American Bully. So what I look for specifically is just somebody who don't know what they're doing. Because 9 out of 10 of them don't know what they're doing, and the people who have bred the American Bully to like down to the science of it, you start talking about Oscar Gomez and some of those guys like Tony. A lot of the guys who really leaned into making it something magical with history and integrity, they're gone. They're gone. So I can't tell you now that it's about the integrity of the dog when we got floodals and shit popping up.
Yeah.
What I will tell you is if you give me a dog and I see and you give me and I get the paperwork, I'll bring the best out of the dog because I'm a dog man, regardless. Yeah. There's a reason why I was able to connect with guys like Ruben, guys like you, and even Chris Moore and others, is because being away from it for 10 years, I'm a dog man. So if you give me a dog, I'll show you how to make like the man make it the dog, and the dog make it the man. So in my case, I don't study a lot of breeders because they're not gonna teach me more than I know. That's the truth.
Right.
and they gonna teach me more than I learned from the books. What I will do is ask a couple questions, pay your price, and then never fucking talk to me again.
Yeah, got you. So all of you guys are unique because you do something everybody can't do. Is you get your ass online, show what you're talking about, while a lot of people sit in the background talking shit. And so I want to speak a little bit on transparency and how do y'all personally deal with being so visible?
I'll take it.
There you go. Start with Richard.
Hey, look, and it's something again that I unfortunately people pages come across my timeline. But what I try to do, man, and what I do consistently, I show my facilities. I talk about my losses, and I let people know this is what really happens. Like I lost a dog that I had 3 years of my life into, that I had a lot of money invested into, that was one of my foundational bitches. The dog was worth $150,000. Like I was emotionally fucked up when this dog died, and it died giving birth at the vet. I mean, I show people that. And when it comes to my facility, I show people how my dogs live. I want you to be able to see what really happens in a breeder's world. Like this is all I do. So I want people to be able to understand, to see what goes into it, because everybody wants to be a breeder, but they think it's a whole glorious world. It can be fun. Don't misunderstand me, but I like to put the information out there. I like to educate. I like to teach and show compared to just talking. I want to show you what we do behind the scenes, where it ain't no secrets. You ask me a tough question, ask it. I'm going to answer it. I'm going to answer it straight, whether it makes me look good or bad. You're going to know you're dealing with somebody who's going to tell you the truth. So I ain't going to sugarcoat shit. It is what it is.
Trevor, how do you deal with so much transparency online?
I accepted death a long time ago. And when you accept death, you then make a choice on how you want to live. And Richard, you guys know I did a 24-hour bid. We jumped in the car, went to go see my guy to bury.
Yep.
There are very few people I fucking respect, and I don't give a shit about people. So I'm not here to be their friend. I said that even if you read the Bible, it says in the book of James somewhere that Jesus didn't come back he came back to give you a sword, a reason to fight, to be mothers against daughters and fathers against sons. Like, I want them to understand I'm not here for the breeders. I'm here for the dog. So what we embraced was, if we're going to be in the public eye, if we're going to build something like Nike, that there's going to be rhetoric. I mean, ESPN, all those shows are rooted around niggas who don't play football, who used to play football, talking about niggas who play in football. So they're going to leverage our information, our content. The sad part is that's your only moment. Yeah. Now, I've got a 20-year plan. I know what we need to do all the way up to 2030. So when they're complaining or arguing or commenting about here, I'm like, bro, Jeff Bezos bets on 5-year projections. So when he hits a quarterly, he's like, we projected that 5 years ago. Yep. You don't build Amazon with thinking about tomorrow. You build Amazon thinking about 20 years from now.
Yeah.
So in this case, I'm thinking about where we need to be in 5 years with health, with nutrition, with feeding, with care. So when these people are complaining about me, I'm like, bro, I'm still learning. Stop playing with me. And all of us are old enough to remember when nobody trusted computers. Matter of fact, the argument wasn't even an argument about trusting computers because 9 out of 10 niggas couldn't afford computers no way. So when they're saying computers are bad, it's like, nigga, I didn't have a computer when I was fucking, what, 12 or 10 or 16. It wasn't something that the schools were spending $43 million on. So being visible gives me leverage because now I'm replying to messages even now while you guys are answering. And everybody is like, I respect your transparency and honesty. Here's the truth. I promote healthcare and one of my dogs got cancer. Yeah. I had to do a live with Richard because some nigga was like, yo, do you think it was from the founder Raw?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Stop playing with me, nigga. Y'all don't know how this ain't how it works, nigga. So they'll make up all these things in their mind. And my reality is this is the luck of the draw, bro. Like I said this in videos. I said, guys, we could do everything right, and it's still not amount to nothing before me and Richard. I said, so I won't know until Ego turns 9. Guess what? He ain't gonna turn 9. Yeah. It ain't gonna happen. I won't know until he turns 15. So how do I deal with being in the public eye? It's very simple, man. And my eyes is only my eye. So when I post stuff, it's for me. When I think about content, it's for me. When I'm thinking about how to leverage all of our brands, get out there with La Foundation and Gerald, who's coming here soon, it's for me. I ain't give a shit what them niggas think. It just so happens they like the clarity, they like the commitment, they love the consistency. Every time you turn your phone on till I have $5.6 billion fucking dollars, I'm gonna be right there. It's my penance. For those who don't know penance, it is my punishment to be in front of you every day until I solve all of my business problems. So whether you like me or hate me, you gonna have to delete me or let's call you say fast forward. So it don't affect me none because I sleep just fine. I don't read comments. They're not a part of the business plan.
You sure don't.
There you go. There you go. Hey, get the likes up, everybody. Get the likes. You got time? Share it. Share it. Gerald, how do you handle transparency online?
Man, I don't like gigabyte gangsters. I'm not fucking bullshit.
Either. Yeah.
You know, especially the ones that hide behind their two thumbs. The way I deal with transparency is that, you know, I have no perfect dog. None of my dogs are perfect, but I will let everybody know that all his hips, his OFA, elbows, all that shit is for the world to see. So when you ask questions about his health test and his hips and his elbows, his eyesight, his thyroid is listed. I paid an extra $7.50 to let OFA post it with my permission. There are some people, no matter what you do, they would take that minute issue that you're transparent about and try to make it a fucking gigabyte. And that is the cost of doing business. Now, I will say that, you know, my brother and a couple of guys have told me, do not get engaged with people who are talking shit about you on your page. And it's really hard for me to be a beta. I'm such an alpha type motherfucker. And
but think about this, Gerald. Because an alpha who knows is like Mike Tyson. Niggas in his face, he's like this. No, he's like this. I wouldn't do that if I was you. Because you know what you're capable of, and some of them, I always fall in love with the villains. This is the Thanos gauntlet. And it's because that nigga done crossed every line. He knows where the lines are. Y'all don't. Y'all got to find them lines and define them. So when he comes up to kick your ass, Bane in the Dark Knight, you go, I know what I'm capable of. So that's why I don't argue. I'm like,
yeah,
I don't argue.
I just delete them. Delete, block, go. I don't even waste my time.
You know, it's becoming a little bit actually it's becoming a blessing that I am transparent and visible, because I didn't get into this to be popular. I didn't get into this to be famous. It was a passion. It was love. I didn't get into it for the money. I was already fucking broke. You know what I'm saying? But it was something I love. And once you find something you love to do, you don't really call it work. So for me now, I go to places now, people say, you the Doberman guy? I say, yeah. It's like, man, I follow you. And to me, that's like, wow, I got good content. I'm keeping them motherfuckers engaged. So now I'm giving them a little bit of pleasure watching my 15, 20 minutes of bullshit that I talk about, which, you know, 15 years ago, YouTube wasn't that cracking. And the breeders, for the Doberman breeders, were mostly white or Anglo-Saxon, European American. They wasn't giving up game, dog. They wouldn't let you see the paperwork. you couldn't really pick what you want, and you wouldn't be getting the one you thought you was getting. And it's like, if you want to make change, you got to be involved, man. And so for me, I don't mind sharing what the fuck I got. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. But transparency, dealing with people in the community, you know, it's a double-edged sword, but you know what? Fuck it, it's a sword. You can get cut, or you can cut a motherfucker. So it's all good. And people, listen, we all here are building or improving a brand. So that means that if Trevor wants to say, I'm going to start doing this Zesty Paw shit and sponsor them, trust me, they're going to be like motherfucking Midas touch. They're going to buy because they trust what he says. He's honest about his shit, right? So for me, if I can continue to be honest about my shit, then I can fucking sell goddamn dog shit to a fucking farmer. Hey, that's going to make your grass grow. And they believe it, right? So it's nice where it won't, you know, being transparent and visible, entertaining, but also informative. It gives you the opportunity where
that's a key word. Informative.
Yes, informative, yes. You will be, I love to be garrulous and loquacious. So yeah. But it gives you the opportunity that where people say, you know, they may not like Gerald. He may be an asshole, but that motherfucker's A1 from day one.
That's what's up.
It is what it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got to get better. I be looking at you guys. I ain't gonna lie. My Lord's still working on me. I might mangle one every now and again. I might have to just show him, look. But you know, you can't respond to everything. Look here, man. We talking about transparency. What do you guys think about people coming to? Most of our facilities are at our homes, being as breeders. What are your rules and regulations on that type of deal with people coming to visit your sites, Richard?
You know, I'm a little different from I know Trevor for sure, and Gerald, I don't know what your policy is, but I like to welcome people to see the behind the scenes shit. I don't like to waste my time, so I try to make sure that I vet the person out, that they are serious and really interested in the breed, and then when they come here, I'll introduce them. I'll drive around a golf cart because I'm trying to control the environment as far as germs and contamination of certain areas. So I'll drive them back to the back of the facility. I'll show them if I have puppies on the ground or not. If someone is a puppy buyer, then I'll bring the puppy in the house, sanitize the hands. And it's a truly professional environment when someone comes to my property. Like, they're treated first class because they're a client, potential friend, and to me, it's part of the team. And that's another whole subject. So I'm very open to allowing people to come by and visit a property, because I know in my breed, most breeders don't want you to come to their property because they know their dogs are living like shit. Because I want people to see. Like, I'm proud of the investment. I mean, I spent over 150 grand building my facility, so I built it for people to be able to see. So come on, give me a heads up. I welcome it.
That's what's up. Gerald, let's go with you this time.
Well, they can come here all they want. They ain't gonna see no fucking puppies here because I'm a stud guy.
That's right.
Yeah.
You gonna come, you gonna see some balls around this motherfucker. But you know, I think all of us have that spidey sense where we can determine just by the messages of that particular person if they're serious or not. If a motherfucker just said, "Hey man, I want to see a dog, can I come by?" I'm like, "Nah, bro, this ain't no petting zoo." You know, but if they ask detailed questions and if they want to talk, I'm good with that. You're not going to hold no fucking conversation with me via thumbs. I'm not fucking doing it. I want to know who you are. Call me. Here's my Google number. Let's chop it up. Let's wrap it up. But I'm having strange. I'm in LA, man. All kind of shit happen. You know, I'll meet you in a park, nigga. You see my man. Now, come to the dog training facility over here in Compton when I go. You'll see him work. And we'll do that. But, you know, ain't no reason to come to my house to see my boy when I ain't got no puppies here. I got dogs. I got grown dogs. Mm-hmm. So I think we know now we can decipher the looky-loos versus the ones who want to be petting zoos. You know what I'm saying? So they're set. Rich and them are set up that way where they control the environment. But in order to come to my house, you got to come through the backyard. And I don't want everybody in my backyard.
Yeah.
And I'm with Richard. Already knows this ain't no petting zoo. I'm no one's friend. One of the 48 laws of power is absentee creates a greater following. If you sent me money, you can only come after 6 weeks. Past that, I know there's nothing for us to talk about. We do such a good job from week 4, even now, all the way to week 8, and showing you what's going on. I choose where the pups go. This isn't a democracy when it comes to my dogs. And I'm not nobody's friend. And because I understand branding communication, I ain't selling you nothing. You're getting an opportunity to buy a dog that you're responsible for 10 to 15 years if it's God's will. So that whole come and let me see, like, you can kiss my ass. It's not happening. It's not, hey, well, I want to see, good luck, nigga, because it ain't happening. You can see online. I'll see some videos and pictures, but I'm not selling it. And mind you, there's 1,000 other people literally dying to get this nigga that's going to send the bag like, yo, nigga like this. Nigga just bought a whatever. He goes, I don't care if it is a crop, what color it is. I just need a dog from you, nigga. So I don't have a problem that most of these breeders have, and I didn't even call 20 people on the wait list. Like, I didn't even got to the waiting list for the emails that are not going yet. We built a brand, and part of that transparency question you asked was, yo, no matter what happens, I trust this nigga. Like, this is a nigga that, for a fact, once you get my number and you can call me anytime, you could. My phone don't ring past a certain time for a reason. After 5 o'clock, it's like 5 people who can call me. And the niggas being, hey, man, let me, it's like, no, bro, so you're not coming to see a dog. It's not happening, man. Safety, clarity, and I tell people, do it look like my uncle called me today? He goes, Trev, man, I ain't seen none of your dogs with kids. I said, I don't fucking like kids. You know that. He goes, well, you gotta, to make a video go, you gotta have a dog with a kid. I ain't never said in one video my dog a fucking kid dogs. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I said, oh, you're not gonna sell me that, bro. My dogs are for people who got time, energy, and effort and are willing to work. Past that, you can have kids, and I tell everybody within the first year, make sure the puppy see everybody you want them to see, because past that, you might have some problems.
Yeah.
And if you see me that nigga back at 6 months and up, I'm gonna put him down because I know what it's in him. So that seeing the dog thing, bro, that's for the birds, man. I ain't trying to be cool. We're running the business here, and we only breed every 2 years. So at the end of 2025, all of our breedings will be done. There are no more breedings till 2027. I already know that. Why? Because I'm focused on 2030. When niggas see the stuff we're talking about now, nigga, I'm in 2030 already right now.
Hot tub time machine.
But I like every one of those answers, and from anytime I meet guys like this, y'all, I pull something from them every time. So, because security could be an issue, just depends on how you set up. But I want to steal something from Richard. But let me ask this first: how do you insure, Richard? How do they go find, if you want health testing? Could you tell them how to go find all the proof of the work you have done with your dogs?
Yeah, I have it. I have a whole folder and documents on all my dogs. I have a binder. I wish I could grab it right now. I have an entire binder on each dog, every vet check, every OFA, pin hip. It's all in the folder. So and that's documentation. So I have the proof of it. I have the receipts. I have, each dog has a folder. So, and then you have an option too with OFA, if you put your dog information online or not. That's also dictated on when you get the OFA done by the vet. So just for sake of clarity, so you can understand the difference, because this is a major key component. If you pin hip test your dogs, which I do, I pin hip test my dog typically around 8 to 10 months time frame, right? So you have the option then, and I pin hip because as a breeder, that's the most specific thing that can tell you if your dog is going to develop hip dysplasia or not at an early age, compared to waiting 2 years old to do an OFA. So you can pin hip and OFA at the same time, right? So if the dog is under 2 years old, the report doesn't automatically report on OFA's site, because when you do that 2 years old, you can elect to put it up there automatically. If it's under 2 years old, OFA doesn't put it in their website. But This is my files. All my shit together. So when it comes to health testing my dogs, if somebody want to check, I have all my shit right here, organized, put together. I run a professional business. When you're asking premium money for a dog, which is $5,500 and most breeders around $2,000, I take the extra steps because if I was spending the money, I want to be able to see it and not hear it. So I prove it.
Right. Gerald, how do you ensure that people can you got all the ethical breeding practices? I know you do health testing. You run a unique business, brother.
Yeah, well, I mean, the problem with a lot of in Adobe world, there's a lot of good bitches, right? Come from good stock. There's a lot of great males out there, but you'll never fucking know about them. So I want to change the game to have 3 or 4 males you can pick from. And of course, all my males have to have a standard with health tests. And I don't usually get the hips checked until they're 2 because that's when they can get certified. But that's important. I do the blood work, I do the DNA testing, and I keep files of all that shit. But I also use this thing called Dropbox. It's digital.
Yeah.
So if a motherfucker want to go ahead, just want just a copy of it, and he want me to text it to him, I just go on my Dropbox app, screenshot Dropbox app, screenshot the shit, send it over. But again, I give them the AKC number. They can go on OFA and look at all that shit, man. I think once they see we've went the extra effort to do all of the necessary tests specifically for that particular breed, because every breed has a different medical issue that is sometimes spontaneous mutation. And I make sure that I get all of the proper requirements so that when my guys do breed, I give you an example, man. You get a lot of these fuck boys out here, man, who say, oh, man, I got a great stud, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, like this guy called me yesterday, man. This motherfucker called me, talking about, do you have any females? I was like, what, female puppies? He said, no, female to breed to my male. I said, why would I have you breed to a fucking bitch that I have out here when I got quality males that are proven? They're proven. He said, what do you mean by proven? I said, bruh, your dog won't go into a down position no more than fucking 5 seconds. You got no fucking titles. You showed me the goddamn bite work on his dog. He coming off the sleeve. He's skittish. I said, bruh, he was a black guy. He said, what should I do, man? I said, man, if you said he's skittish of people and he's 2 years old, I said, I will get the fuck rid of him real quick. He said, why? I said, dude, because that shit's genetic, man. I'm not putting that shit in my line. He said, man, but he's a nice dog. I said, well, he's a great pet for you then. Keep him. But you calling me, asking me about fucking recommendations.
Yeah.
So my boys have, my first 2 males, Brody and Alonzo, 16 years ago, laid the fucking standard. I'm not going below that. They got to have a heart. They got to have a temperament. They got to have a prey drive, food drive, because I got to have food drive to do training and tracking. Fuck that, right? And obedience. So if my dog don't have that shit, he got to go, man.
That's what's up.
Lower the standards. So for me, like Rich, I have documentation of every fucking thing, even the goddamn rabies shit that I get done every 2 years, all of the fucking shots when they had him when he was first a puppy, all that shit, man. So now my defense is like, well, what makes your dog different? I say, I'll tell you what, motherfucker, find a male that's equal to mine, and I'll breed to you for free.
Yeah.
All the shit that I had done, and then some. Because fucking training gonna run you about 15, 20 grand.
Right.
Depending on what sport, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So you tell me, like I do, like me and Rich and Trevor, we have did shit and spent money to set ourselves apart from people.
Yes.
Like everybody can be a breeder. Put 2 dogs together, boom. But what makes us different is that we got quality breeding. We put in quality time. We've taken a fucking L's out the ass.
Right.
Any nigga talking about he got better Doberman than me. Nigga, let's play with it. Let's pull it out. Let's see how big it is. Because I'm gonna tell you, we made all the financial mistakes so those niggas don't have to.
Right. Trevor, I want to ask you a different question.
Yeah.
Because me and a partner was talking about this. So I'm a raw feeder. I'm a raw dog food feeder, and I know you and Rich, y'all probably gonna be the leading people in the industry soon.
I like the raw too, nigga. Don't stop.
Well, yeah, you too. Yeah, you're right. This is my issue. When I send my pups home, I send them home on kibble.
I don't.
You know what? Well, what am I to do? Because
I tell them this: if you change anything that puppies ate, don't ever call me again.
okay, yeah.
So it's one of those things where like, yo, hey, he got skin issues. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm feeding Royal Canine. Get the fuck off my phone.
Right.
You see him eat. I've got food, and I told Richard, I said, send me some food. The stuff I'm about to do over 4 weeks, just getting to 8 weeks, and we're only at like their week old Friday. It is going to be bar none. But if you ever, because we give you the guides, I've written up guides, I've written up the mathematics, I've given exactly what needs to go in every meal. You get all that stuff for free based on all the work and research I've done. So when they say, hey, what do I feed this dog? Go to ifeedraw.com, get your chubs. This isn't a dog. This is an investment, point blank. And with an investment, it has to do what? Appreciate. So if you appreciate the dog, you will do what we have done since day one of this dog's quality of life and not change one fucking thing. So I'll be very clear. When they hit me with the minute I hear he got this is an issue, I'm like, well, what are you doing? Well, I'm feeding. I say, hey, good luck. Don't ever call me again. I'll block them. I'm not playing with these people. So to get them to convert, it's not my job because they watch everything and we give you every step. Like you get it, you pay for it technically, but you like, if I give you a guide on exactly what meals need to take place 7 days a week from 3 months to 6 months, 6 months to 9 months, 9 months to 12 months, all the way to 60 months, it's like, bro, what are we still talking about?
Yeah. We need that.
I can't help you, man. So what they want to do is now converse, but there's nothing to converse about because when he left my hands, he was good. You bought the puppy because he was strong. He had good joints. He was jumping and crawling all over stuff. He walked in your house and was walking upstairs. You go, damn, I never seen confidence. We built all those things so that they're confident walking into the home. So it's like this. There's nothing for me to talk about. I ain't arguing with. It's like good luck. But what was the question, man? Maybe I didn't answer.
No. I wanted to direct that question right to you, personally for you. You know what I mean? So, but now I want to steal something from Brother Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when you get on Richard nerves, he gonna check your ass, and it's called kennel talk. So we're gonna spend our last 23 minutes. I'm gonna name. We talked about what to look for in a breeder, and come on, guys, let's talk about the type of breeders to avoid. So I'm gonna name a type of breeder, and I just want you to give me a short synopsis of what this person looks like. The dope gang breeder. Gerald, can you take that one first?
Yeah, man. If I can understand the question, the dope gang breeder, that motherfucker ain't, he ain't trying to like really research the fucking dog. He's like, I got cash. I got a wad of money. I want to be first pick. What is it gonna take? And he's got endless money when it comes to buying a puppy. That's a guy who doesn't give a fuck about the temperament, don't give a fuck about finding spots on a goddamn Rottweiler's chest. And he don't give a fuck about defects. He wants the image of the dog. And I would, here's a Damon. Those are the motherfuckers, man, that will give you the most shit because the dog ain't the dog they thought the dog was going to be because they didn't do their due diligence. All money ain't good money, homie. Straight up.
Somebody said Frenchie breeders. What's your thoughts, girl?
I would say straight up, there are people who right now message me, man, I need a dog. You ever tell me you need a dog, you don't need a dog. So you ain't got enough going on in your life. Good luck, nigga.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What up, Rich?
On this particular type of breeder?
Yeah. I think Gerald kind of describing the buyers, but answer this: the mentality of a breeder who handles the business like the dope gang.
I mean, I don't know if I want to say unfortunately or not, but we all know in the bully world, they breed dogs and sell dogs on a whole different mentality than your typical dog breed is concerned. So that's a whole different world. And they don't care really about the health of the dog or the structure of the dog. It's more about what the dog carries. And so it's just one of them things, man. I'm not interested in a dog. I'm not interested in carrying my dog around in a baby stroller because he can't walk and can't breathe. But the dog is supposedly worth $30,000, $40,000, $50,000. I'm not. That's chasing money more than it is about caring about the breed, and that's what you typically would see. So,
what in your breed would that be? More of the color breeders that's trying to produce the black?
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's sad, but it's true. And the thing that pisses me off about that, the miseducation that comes along with it, like it's more black presser supposedly dogs in America it is in the Canary Islands. And when you see people selling black dogs, it's money motivated. Like, why can't you breed to what the standard was? Now the standard has black in it because money rules, bro.
Yeah, Trevor, why avoid running your business like a D boy?
Mike Epps said it in the stand-up once. He said, if you 35, 40, still selling dope, quit throwing rocks at the penitentiary. So in this case, I like business. As you guys know, I allude to Amazon, Facebook, Peter Thiel, Reed Hoffman, Reed Hastings. These are founders of both LinkedIn, Netflix. I love business. So unfortunately, as an African-American male, for those that are listening, oftentimes you see what is emulated on social media, but don't really go and study business. I don't watch sports, but I can tell you every nigga who's worth $100 million or more from here to the UK. So when you study the work, what I have to remind people is Jeff Bezos' parents gave him $300,000 before they knew what the internet was, and they owned the highest percentage of Amazon, and they've been rewarded for that. 9 out of 10 niggas couldn't get somebody to invest $10,000 in with them over a damn dog. And at the end of the day, we're talking livestock. 3 years of work for a mirror to get to this point. So for me, when they come selling me pressure, I have reality to sit in, because whether you're Mark Zuckerberg at Facebook, who was offered $1.5 billion from MTV and Yahoo at 3 million followers, not 700 million, at 3 million followers when he was still living in an apartment, he didn't take the bait. You can't bait me in, because if the best of them took 20 years, there's no way you can sell me you're going to do it faster. Because we're talking about privilege and access and even more importantly, support. Like, name 5 niggas y'all can call right now that could give you 20,000 and wouldn't stress about you. Like, yo, nigga, I need 20,000. Ask me no questions like this. I'm going to get it back to you. Like, niggas ain't got that. Yeah. But somebody got a daddy they can call for 300,000 and be like, yo, I don't know what the internet is, but I'm betting on my son. Yeah. Stop. So niggas try to come with me. I'm like, bro, my man, I'm building an online pharmacy. He brought up Zesty Paws. They started in 2014, sold in 2022 or 2021 for $600 million. The first quarter was a $400 million quarter, being bought by a Japanese company, H&H, and that was distributed worldwide. So the first quarter, they made almost their investment back. Niggas ain't thinking like this, so you can't sell me the opportunity of a dog if you don't know business. Because my only thing, even when I pitched Richard, I said, Richard, in 5 years, I'll be one of the most important people when it comes to teaching raw food, raw education. You mastering your business, I'll take you right around. And I told him this. I'll never get into the raw feeding space where I'm producing my own stuff. If I do, it's simply with your production, manufacturing, my label, but you still house everything. Why? Because from a shipping handling standpoint, there is no business that's been able to solve for the weight problem. So freight quote the rest is like, as long as it's 20 pounds, that 20 pounds is gonna cost you. So I go, yep, that's not a business with me. I like great margins, low this. So point is even when I pitched him me partnering with him, even though he reached out to me, I was like, in 5 years, I'll be one of the most influential people on earth when it comes to dogs and dogs' health. If you stick with me, when I say something, it will go. And that's why we still here. I didn't pitch him tomorrow. Yeah, I'm gonna get your sales up. No, I said 5 years from now, bro. 5 years from now, I'll figure it out. So you can't pitch me my dog. Like, it's like, hey, nigga, let me get that dog off you. Like, get out of my face, nigga. I put years of work on each dog, and if I don't like him, I tell y'all, I'll put the bitch down or the nigga down, and we got to move on. So it's like this. Y'all can't sell me because it's not probable.
Pocket watchers.
Facts, bro.
Journal.
Just don't get involved with the hype people.
Start with Rich on now the pocket watch, because I'm trying to figure out what I'm like. Pocket watchers.
Pocket watcher is your breeder that ain't selling dogs and watching you selling dogs. They're trying to count all the money that you supposedly have. That person. Yeah, that person.
Yeah.
And your pocket watchers are typically your breeder that's ones that's trying to throw shade on you, hating on you online and in Facebook groups and want to try to drag your name into something because their dog is $1,500, your dog is $5,500, you selling yours and they can't sell theirs and they can't figure out why that because you have a real program when you are transparent and you're doing the things and you have a process and it's a professional environment and they don't, but they count the money that you supposedly are making. Those people.
And try to shame you.
So thanks for that. Now I know what that means. Pocket watchers, man. It's interesting because the pocket watchers are watching your every move, and they're hating like a motherfucker. Like I know a guy now. I'm gonna call this motherfucker out. His name is Daryl Young. He's a dog trainer out here. This motherfucker, man. We can't be on the same baseball field together. That's how thin the area. Like this motherfucker went around and said my dog got AIDS and all this other whole shit. Yeah, man. And he knows that we got real fucking beef, right? And he became a Doberman guy because he saw what I would do. He was a pit guy.
Yeah.
And it's so fucked up now that if he's training, he's a dog trainer here in LA. So fucked up that if he's training Dobermans, the first thing he asks those Doberman people, those owners, is the dog, what's the bloodline? When they say it's Gerald's bloodline, he said, I can't train your dog because he know my shit will show his shit up, right? But he's watching what I'm doing. He's even complained to somebody else about, why don't he raise his prices? Motherfucker, fuck that. I'm not going to sell them 10 grand dog. And it's like, motherfucker, you dude, it's like, this is your life, motherfucker. This is a hobby for me.
Yeah.
This is only paying the vet bills that I incur every fucking month on these dogs and dog food and boarding and training. I said, motherfucker, I'm not making millions off this shit. So the pocket watcher, man, they can go fuck themselves, man, because
there you go.
Those are the motherfuckers, man, that has been your fucking has been your enemy. And they are steadily motherfucking watching your moves to emulate your move. But motherfuckers like us, we in fifth gear, no matter what. The gas, we ain't letting off the brakes, the gas. So they can't keep up. Like my man Trevor told me a few weeks ago, man, and I still, like it was yesterday. He said, man, I already did 21 videos.
Yeah.
Richard knows I'm up, bro.
He got shit archive.
All the videos that we shot at Richard's house, bro. I still got 15 videos y'all ain't seen just from Richard's house. And I'm like, yo, nigga, we shooting 10 videos
in 4 hours.
Right. So what I'm saying is, if we don't let off the gas, they will never catch up with us.
That's right.
Because we're steadily evolving, we're steadily learning, and we are steadily improving ourselves as men and as a breeder. So pocket watchers, that shit puts gasoline in my motherfucking Grand National. I'm not bullshitting because 16 years ago, those niggas was trying to like bury my ass, like don't buy dogs from him. It's full of shit. His third service low. His dog's got AIDS, and his one dog got syphilis in the mouth. All this other whole shit that I didn't even know existed. Right. So fuck that, man. You know what? That shit adds premium gasoline in my motherfucking Grand National. So I zip on by the ass. And you know what? I'm visible as fuck now.
Do you even recognize them, Trevor? Do you even recognize pocket watchers? You keep your foot on the gas every time I look up. There's a bunch of content out.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't know, man. I got to be honest. Like my notifications off, people. Richard calls like he called earlier today when I was on here. I answered right away. I kid you not. I'm on the spectrum. Some people don't know this, so I can't deal with loud crowds and loud rooms. So when I go outside and I give the world everything I got, it stresses me out. So I come back, and Jamarcus will tell you, he's the only one that's been around for like 5 years straight. I'll be in this room in a dark room with nothing on, just like, so y'all, they don't see what it does to me, but at the same time, there's nothing y'all could do to me because I literally don't watch. I'm like, go check y'all stuff. Like, bro, I'm not looking for content. We write out every month 30 days of content, and then every now and then, for instance, in October, I'll go see Saheed from TRK, Rottweilers. Gerald will be here this month. So mind you, I've already mapped 120 videos this month. When they come, all that's extra credit. So now I'm going to leave with 180, 190, 220 videos because two people in like they're in my world, and I like, and that's still going to go up for like, it'll be January with some of the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't watch them because I'm not watching my pockets. It's
Right.
like, it's not the pockets, man. When we get involved or obsessed about the dollar amount versus the opportunity, look, the dog made me a better man. I told Richard says this all the time when we do our lives together. You know, I tell people, fall in love with the dog, man.
Yep.
Fall in love with
the dog first.
Yeah, if you don't love the dog first, man, you really won't be successful in anything. And that's like the people who love the computer, who love the iPhone, who love coding. Like the people who really loved it, they made the biggest difference in the world.
Yeah.
Everybody else, they were chasing some nigga who was chasing his love for something, and you cannot compete when there's a real, genuine love for the dog. So even the people that are messaging me about egos, that they said, look, we don't like you, you know, a lot of times, but we cannot deny that you love that dog. Like you took care of that nigga. We've watched for years. You take care of him. So whatever they do or don't like, egos lived a good life, and they've watched that from when he was 8 weeks old.
Yeah,
so there's no arguing it. So when you say watching my pockets, I ain't watching my pockets. I spent almost $500 in 2 days just on extra shit outside of the bear giving me stuff to feed the dogs. So I'm like, the niggas ate beef shank last night. Niggas, stop playing with me.
That's what's up. Yeah. All right, guys. We got 9 minutes. There's gonna be closing remarks and benediction. But if it was something,
Deacon, we in church, sir. Deacon, we in church, Deacon. Go ahead, Deacon.
Well.
If y'all could give everybody, specifically breeders, one word of advice or word as we end this thing, give it to them. Trevor.
My biggest advice is to pace yourself. You know, whenever you read the Bible or a good book, it talks about love being patient, love being kind. And if you love what you do, it's going to take a lot of patience to endure all the things that will come with you. There's no book to set you up or get you through this thing called life. And for all of us who've lived, we probably got hit in the mouth more than we wanted to. But I assure you, none of us signed up for that. It was a beautiful thing if it was like, oh, it just worked. That ain't life. Yeah. So in this case, my best advice is to try. And then my thing after that would be to be patient, keep an open mind, keep an open heart, and as always, take care of your dogs, man.
Yeah.
Rich.
For me, man, I'm gonna tell you, my answer would be a professional. Like, be a professional at an extremely high level. And with being a professional is understanding your breed inside and out, doing something to have the breed recognized and introduced to new people. When you conducting business with people, be a professional. When you see the comments and stuff online and you respond, be a professional. Just be a professional. And if you're going to breed dogs, be a professional breeder. Don't just be somebody that's slapping two dogs together, breeding them and calling yourself a breeder. Have a professional facility, have a professional approach, have a professional business strategy, have a professional business plan. Like, don't fucking wing it. If you don't know how to be a professional, hire a consultant and spend the time, understand business strategy, have a real game plan, understand pedigrees, understand how to not scatter breed and actually plan your breedings, understand everything that comes to reproduction of the dog. Be a fucking professional. Like, ingrain yourself in what you're really doing, shut out the noise, and carry yourself at a very high level and stay there and make people come up to you. Don't go down to them. Be a professional.
Yes, sir. Hit the like button one more time before we get out of here, y'all. Hit the like buttons one more time. Gerald, final word, brother.
My twin brother always said, he said, reading is powerful. Research your fucking dog that you are interested in and that you want to be a breeder of. Other thing is too, man, me and Rich tapped on this before. Pay the right price for quality fucking breeding.
Yeah.
You know, you want Craigslist prices? Don't talk to me. You want love and quality time, proper medication, proper whelping, proper dogs that are correct physically. It's going to cost you some money, but it's going to pay off.
Yeah.
You know, so like my twin brother always said, reading is powerful.
Yes,
Do
sir.
your research.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, I think that's about it. I just want to personally thank Richard and all you guys for putting this on, inviting me to come on with y'all and share with people. Trevor, his business mind, we're gonna get all up into that in the next couple episodes. Make sure y'all like it, keep liking it, sharing it, and supporting the brands. I know a lot of y'all on my side is interested in Richard's dog food, and Trevor has a lot of knowledge on putting that shit together, which I've been trying to watch and get better in my own raw feeding experience. So
Did you make that banner so they can go to ifeedraw.com?
No, I didn't make a banner.
ifeedraw.com. Type in that discount code for
somebody care about me, you know. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Type in that discount code EDS1911. You'll thank me later.
Yeah. Hey, come on, we got a few minutes to get in. Go to Fit Bully TV. Go to Gerald's.
I ain't gonna never tell nobody come find me. When people find out I'm me, they're like, yo, I be posting shit. They be like, hey, why are people recognizing you? I had to go down a rabbit hole to figure out who Ego. I thought it was a human being. Like, I'm selling work, people. That's it. That's all.
Hey, you know what's funny, Joe? Is like the first time we did the show with Trevor, it was like that motherfucker was half asleep. He must have had some goddamn Monster energy drink in that red cup.
Hey, hold on. I don't know how he has a litter of puppy on the ground right now. He's steady shooting content. He's running the dog back and forth to the vet. I don't know how he has the energy. Like,
I don't get it. Richard didn't see it, bro. We showed up 7 hours driving, worked 4 hours straight,
and drove 7 straight back.
Yeah, bro. No, I don't have an off switch. It's just one of those things. I didn't know who y'all like. I'm playing it by ears, how I look at it. You know, you figure out how much energy you're gonna give. But as I told Richard and even Jared, I said, with Jared and I, we should have been recording our conversation yesterday when we was testing this thing out. We got some amazing stuff, I think, in the works. And there's a good exchange when we like here because we're Titans, I think, in all of our regards. And I know that in my case, people like when I get to chastise. So like even Chris Moore and I did one last night, and it was like, 6,000 plus people watching that thing.
It was popping,
yeah. So you go. I know that I'm like if it's 1, 2, 1, 2. The fourth thing is going to be a learned thing for me, but I believe in you guys' just initiative. Like, hey, let's see if this can work. And I'm happy to test theories, but at the same time, like Richard and I know we got lives we got to do together. Gerald, I done told you he gonna be here, in like 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks. So we gonna do some stuff, and I'm like, yo, we might as well do some lives together because I know what my audience wants. If anything we've done is we identify what they're looking for, what they need to know, and all the things that I'm learning. So now it's like, how can we work together? And are we thinking about business and growing? And as I said, people, I didn't pitch Richard. I don't pitch nobody nothing but work. And that work for me isn't tomorrow. It's like, yo, where are we going to be in 5 years from now?
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah. All right. This is the last thing I'm going to show. D-Bear, we need a promotion code. Them the people from the NWA side, brother.
We'll post one in the comments. I'll make one tonight. We'll do a 10% off discount code. I'm in on that.
All right. We'll see y'all next episode.
Till next time, people, y'all take care of your dogs, man.
Hey, and get you a presser.
Oh,
I like it wrong.